want to suck your energy.
Guys, in this video, I'll be telling you what are energy suckers or energy vampires and the two types of energy vampires there are, and what are some ways that you can heal yourself from those energy vampires, okay? All right. First type of energy vampire would definitely be the good one, okay? So these ones they could be a good person, they could be sending you positive, good vibes. In another way, somebody that really cares about you. However, they may have a way of sucking out your energy, draining out all that energy from you, or at least a good amount. They dump all of their unique problems in a bucket, and you are their bucket. I like to listen to people, I like to hear their stories, and I let them talk with me and I give them feedback. I like doing that. However, to a certain extent, like I like talking with people, but not for too long. As long as there's a good balance in the conversation, then that's a healthy conversation. It's unhealthy when somebody is just talking about themselves, and it's okay. I like listening to people, but that can be exhausting, especially when that's not a good balance of the conversation. It's all about you. If they ask you about you and you respond and let them know, like, this is how I'm doing, or this is what I have going on in my life, and they somehow insert themselves in the conversation, it's not a good balance. It's just mainly about them talking, and then you are down here, like you're down here, and that's unfair to you as a person. Especially if it's somebody that you care about that is talking with you, that you're having a conversation with. And if they do check in with you, then they find some way to bring themselves in the conversation. It may be exhausting for the person listening because they could be present, they could be trying to stay present in the very moment, supportive, validating their feelings, giving them feedback. All of that takes some energy. That is the first type of vampire energy sucker. All right, guys, so the second type of energy vampire is definitely somebody that does it indirectly. Usually it's somebody that says sly comments, so something sneaky and patronizing. Just, have you guys heard of subtweet? So when people subtweet about somebody, when they say something that's definitely is directed towards you but without your name. So, like the subtweet type of thing. And a subtweet is when somebody says something that's, you feel like the shoe may fit because, that person and something might have happened between you two. And it's just, but they don't have your name. It's not at whatever your Twitter name is. That is what I mean by subtweeting. But yes, that is definitely a type 2 vampire energy sucker. That's a diagnosis in Taylor's diagnosis book. This person could be, I don't know, a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be a stranger. The reason why it's a bad vampire is because they're not your friend, they do not like you, they don't like you for some reason. It could be your character, it could be your work ethic, it could be your race, it could be your gender, it could be anything. That's something that they don't like about you, gets on their nerves, gets under their skin, so they make certain comments about you. And no, your name's not in there, but you in your mind, you're like, in your gut, you feel like you don't like me. So there's some ways of dealing with both types. So the first type that I was talking about, that could be cutting the conversation short. So not being rude, like, I don't want to hear it no more. Not that type of thing. More so of if you want to do it in a nice way and in a supportive way. If you want to do it in a nice, supportive way, then a way of doing that would be letting them know, like, hey, so is this what you're saying? So summarize what they are talking about. After you summarize what they're talking about, they'll give you a yes or no answer, like, yes, that is exactly what I'm feeling. And with that being said, the next thing you would do is validate their feelings. So, wow, you must feel this way, or that sucks. Empathize for them. And then after you empathize for them, instantly say you gotta go. You have something going on. And you're not lying, you do have something going on. That's you staying in tune with who you are, yourself, taking care of you, and maintaining your sanity. Because how are you supposed to be supportive and there for that person when you're getting overwhelmed in your mind? You got things going on in here. You're not staying present with that person. You're trying to deal with you while listening to somebody else, making sure that you're in the right mind, your sanity is straight, you're good, self-love, self-care, all of that is included when you let them know, like, hey, so I gotta go focus on me. You don't have to say all that, they don't have to know why, but you gotta go. It's time, because you've officially checked out mentally, and you got to take care of you before you can take care of other people. Next, I'm going to tell you how to deal with vampire energy type 2, the bad ones, okay? So before I tell you how to deal with it, I'm just going to give you a little story time tea, and that tea includes so I have a former coworker at my former job, and she did not like me for whatever reason. I still do not know to this day, but we were actually working in the same office, and it was a small office, I'll say. She had her own desk, I had my own desk, and she did not like my typing. She did not like me typing. And I had my nails, they were about this long, fake nails, and I would type, and then she would make a comment like, I can hear your typing from outside of the room. I can hear your typing from outside of the office. Or what's another one? You're typing so loud I can hear it through my headphones. What's another one? This one time she sent me a meme that says, you're assassinating the keyboard, or something like that. Like, you're assassinating the keyboard. And it was a meme, but it was also like, you definitely went out of your way to find this damn meme and send it to a messaging system that you can message your coworkers instantly on. And she sent one through that. And I was just like, haha, that's funny. Okay. Like I see you, but I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm gonna laugh it off, right? But she just kept making comments, and I remember going to work in that office, and it would just be so cold. The energy would be so negative, that just the environment. I did not like working in that office up until my supervisor. It got so bad that my supervisor called me in. And how I found out that it was indirect, a lot of the comments that she would make, most of the comments that she would make were indirectly towards me, was by her saying, was by my former supervisor calling me into her office, talking about how my coworker, the girl that I've been talking about, my coworker's been complaining about me typing so loud. And I let her know, I've been trying to type softer, but sometimes I just can't help it. I just do it. You know what I did in that situation? I got some receipts. I noted every time she would say something nasty of me, and I got this from my mom. Every time she would say something nasty, I would note it in my phone, and I would note it, date it, time it, all that in my phone. And I let her know all of the other things that she did. And what my former supervisor did was have her get moved to a different office, so that way we're not working with each other. So that worked out. But I'm just saying as an example of somebody indirectly sucking out your energy. All right, so how to deal with the type 2 energy vampire is a few things, right? So you can defriend them on a social network website. If it's online, you could block them. If it's in person, then you can exit the room, get some fresh air, put your headphones on. You can always put your headphones on if you don't feel like hearing somebody say some stuff, And then the last thing, especially if it's at work, just like what I had to go through, just put your headphones on. That way you can, you're in a negative and energetic environment, and you are trying to be joyful, get that positive energy back inside of you. And that was my way of decompressing all of the negative energy that was in the environment of the office and within myself. Like, I felt it, like, damn, like, you feel that. I felt it in my gut. I'm definitely an empath. Not able to do any of the things that I just listed. Breathing is huge. Please check out my video on breathing correctly, because when it comes to breathing, I'll show you different types of ways to breathe correctly when you are stressed, or when you're feeling any type of distress, okay, or whatever feeling that's got you in a funk. You're feeling that negative energy is consuming you, and you're just trying to get out of that. You're trying to cleanse from all of that negative energy. And if any of those things that I just said do not feel right, or you want some other outlet, then address the situation. Address what is happening in a healthy, respectful, and reasonable way, okay? Not because all those things that I suggested are you finding a way to release that negative energy inside of you, okay? So that last thing that I said, which is address that person, please do it. Please, you got to think before actually reacting, because if you do not, it will come from a passive aggressive standpoint, okay? That's you exploding on that person, letting them know, oh my god, you are a piece of shit. No, do not do that, okay? That's not healthy for you, and that's not good for that other person, okay? So with that being said, definitely think before acting, and try releasing it in another way. That way, and thinking is a form of releasing. Thinking is a form of releasing. Getting all, like, you're thinking about it. Yes, you're giving energy. You're giving energy and attention towards it, but you're coping with it in a certain way. And when you do that, it's got to be in increments. It's got to be not all day long. You're thinking about it like, oh my gosh, this person sucks, and just letting that consume you. Just letting it all out, whether it's letting it all out, you know, you could journal about it and then just let it go, release. And if you're talking about it or thinking about it, just give yourself, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes every day to just release all of that. Just no, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it. All right, so if you're here with me for this long, please give me a like, a comment, and or subscribe. It would be much appreciated. That damn motorcycle. And check out my next video, which is right here. Promise you, it's right there. And then also hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for my next video. All right, bye.